Garbage bag day, the worst day in the NFL. A lot of guys realize that their time with the franchise is over. Their time with, their core, their boys, their teammates, it's over. This Giants season, over after a 4-13 record. I got a chance to go into the locker room today to speak with some of the players on not only this season, but an outlook for 2026 and this week's London in the locker room. Another season for you in the books, man. Just kind of take us through this season, man.
It was a season that we didn't expect, but it's a lot to learn from it, and we look forward to getting better and growing from it.
When you say a lot to learn from, you being the leader that you are, the young guys look up to you, especially this young core. Yeah. What do you tell them going into their offseason about coming back and turning things around?
Focus on building on the positives and eliminate the negatives. The negatives were that we didn't finish in the fourth quarter. How can we eliminate that? How can we finish together as a unit, collectively, all three phases? Offense, defense, special teams, and build on the positives, man. We had fun. We did some exciting things. We, for the most part of the season, we dominated teams the first three quarters, right? So how do we build on that and ensure that we finish for the most important quarter?
But how does that get fixed? Like how? Like what is the how? What's the way to get that fixed?
Yeah, actions, finishing your reps in the weight room. Finishing throughout your diet. Finishing in the simple things that you do in your day-to-day life. Yep. So when it applies to your work, it applies to your job, it applies to when games come. So that's how it starts. It's 1% things. These are not time-changing paradigm shifts. Mm-hmm. This is mentality finishing on simple things.
I think I took a lot of really good strides this year. A lot to be proud of, but not satisfied. I think there's still a lot of room for improvement, and I think it's exciting, but also can be frustrating at times because you want the best out of yourself. So there's a lot to work on, a lot to improve on, but I'm very eager and encouraged at what I can accomplish.
You're one of the core pieces that people are looking to turn this franchise around, man. I guess. What are those conversations going to be like between guys like you, Scat, young guys, that young core? What the conversations going to be like for you guys throughout the course of the offseason to get ready for the 2026 season when that comes up?
Yeah, I think the big thing is holding people accountable and just making sure it's clear and known that, this is not the standard. This is not okay. And every single little thing that does not align with winning and our goals, we can't stand for it. And I think the young guys that we have, it's their first year and they're kind of dipping their toe in that leadership role. I think it's just going to increase and continue to build. And I think we have a core group of guys that are not afraid to call people out. And I think that's going to be a big thing to kind of surge us forward.
Where did it all kind of go sour, Wan'Dale? Just take us into some of these meeting rooms and all with what you guys talked about.
Yeah, I think ultimately it was just us not finishing games. I felt like we were in a lot of games and, against a lot of really good teams too. So, but whenever the fourth quarter came, just kind of crumbling and falling down. So, just being able to finish those games is really where it hurt us.
Regardless, if you're here or not here, we talk about the Giants going on a head coaching search. Yeah. What type of, qualities or attributes does this next head coach need to be to right this ship?
I think really discipline, accountability, just bringing the toughness that this team needs, and I think they'll do a great job of finding the right coach.
Yeah, man. For me, going into 2026, it's probably just each day just being real attentive to details and stuff like that. I can go guard anyone. I got the skill, it's just do the little details and I can step it up.
What does a player look for in a new head coach and a new defensive coordinator? What kind of qualities would you want in the head coach and in the DC?
Just a leader of men. Someone's going to come in here, spit it straight, and, just come in here and win. That's all we give a damn about.
There's a lot of ebbs and flows of the season, a lot of ups and downs, but I definitely do think that, I made the best of it personally. Obviously didn't go out exactly how I planned it in my head, with goals for the season and stuff like that. But overall, as you look back, you handle things the best way you can. When they come about, you got to handle adversity the right way, and I think I have. So I think next year just kind of just take off from where I left off. Just continue to make plays, continue to have good games, and then obviously be entertainment to those who are watching.
You guys had an offensive boom from last year to this year. Offense was a lot better. Jackson Dart kind of took over, and you saw the offense, what you guys were capable to do with the weapons that you guys were able to have. Like, where did it all, when you sit back, you watch the film, you look at some of these losses, like, where did it come from per se? Like, what were the details that you guys feel like, all right, we should have kind of cleaned up here or took a step here? Like, where did it all go wrong for you guys, you feel like?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like kind of what you said, your little details. I think it's finishing, to be honest with you. I think that we have to finish the game. When it comes down, to nut cutting time, and we have to make that catch or make that play or, make that run or whatever it may be, we got to do it. It comes down to that. That's really it. We got to make the plays at the end of the game to win the game. First, second, third quarter, yes, those are important. But that fourth quarter, that's the closing. You got to close out the game, however it may be, whether, like I said, maybe it's a field goal, or it's a 2-minute drive to go win the game. Like, whatever it is, like, we have to be able to go out there and execute. That's what, some of the best teams in the league, if you look at them, that's what they're doing. Obviously they play well for the first 3 quarters, but they finish that last quarter to get them over the hump, so they can win those one-score games. Because in the NFL, that's what it is. It's a whole bunch of one-score games. It's teams winning by a last-second field goal, teams taking the ball, 2-minute drive, taking it all the way down the field to go win a game. That's what the NFL is. So I think once we get to that point where, we can do that, we'll be a really good team because we have a lot of games this year. Everyone knows that the fourth quarter comes, we didn't finish. And next thing you know, now we're, 4-13 or whatever it may be. Like, it could easily be 10-7 or, 11-6, whatever it may be. It could easily be like that. So, I think next year coming in with a different mindset, understanding what we got to do as a team, holding everybody accountable, it'll take us in the right direction.
Before you leave, I guess, Jersey, the building, what do you say to Giants fans?
Yeah, one, I appreciate y'all, man. I want to say thank you, for supporting us throughout these years. Obviously, I've only been here 2 years, but it wasn't the best 2 years, and y'all still show up. So I appreciate y'all. And 2, man, just understand that we're going to get this thing turned around. We're going to get the thing turned around, but there's no more that the losing Giants. There's no more being the laughingstock of the league, no more of any of that. Like, we're going to come out here, we're going to do exactly what we need to do to win games, and we're going to give y'all what y'all want.